Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky versus Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 503. Yeah. I forgot to look.
The sexiest and unsurest podcast on the network.
Yes.
Hey there, Brian.
Hey Tony, how's it going? Looking awfully vacation-y in your... Not that anyone else can see it, but looks like you're just relaxing, like you're on a boat on some tropical location.
I feel that way. Here, I just sent you permission to record this.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
that. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
Although last week when we recorded, I was waiting for the video to upload, and then I just got too tired. I went to bed, so I never put the video up on YouTube.
That sounds about right.
I was like, I'll just let it go, and then weird life happens. I completely forgot about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's just a shame.
What?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I feel tropical because it's really warm out today.
I sent the permission, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dogsy.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good because it's like warm and stuff out today. Although tomorrow's supposed to get back to like
balls cold,
awfulness.
Yeah, it's like 71 last time I looked here today. Tomorrow, I think our high is supposed to be like 38.
It's rude. It's rude, man.
It's very rude. Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Oh, actually, that might be Thursday that it's supposed to be that cold. I think tomorrow's supposed to be a little warmer. Because I remember, Thursday is opening day for the Tigers.
Right.
And they're at home, of course.
Well, of course they are. Why wouldn't they be, right?
So their first day of baseball, they're out they're going to be playing in 38 degree or so. It might be colder because Detroit's usually just a
hair colder.
Yeah. So good times for that.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's Northwest. Well, it's the Midwest or whatever.
Yeah.
What do people expect?
Southern Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Southern Michigan is right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously, what do people expect?
They just want it to be warm.
I mean, it's like 70 something today. I think it's supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow.
Yeah.
Our weather's dumb.
Yeah. Well, that's what it does here until spring gets into full swing here.
It's basically like at halftime it feels like it goes winter. Here's a taste of summer. Oh, winter's back.
Yeah.
Here's a little taste of summer. Oh, winter's back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what happens, like right now, we hit to where it's spring, but we keep getting tastes of winter, and we get a taste of like early summer.
Mm-hmm.
And it just can't decide which one it wants to be. So that's what spring is here, is literally like a coin flip on whether it's going to be winter or summer today.
I mean, that's very fair. Yeah.
And then eventually, hopefully it'll straighten its shit out.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Although last year it was like, what was it? It wasn't until like May until we got like 60s and 70s regularly, I think.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, we were still having like 40-degree days into like late April, I believe. So,
right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. All you can do is just enjoy these days while they're here, and then.
I mean, I guess.
Bundle up and stay inside on the other days or whatever.
I wish, man. Right?
Or take your private jet
lately, I've
to
just
Miami.
been too busy to do anything.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah. We just got to quit being interested in things. I'll straighten that problem out for you. Just quit engaging
I don't know if
with
it's so
stuff.
much interested in things is like dinner's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. We just got
showers. Those are cool.
You just got to do, just simple dinners now. It's just, just eat bread for dinner. Done. To save you all the time. See how much time I just saved you?
Dude, so much time saved.
Or maybe not bread, but, maybe some keto bread or something,
I have a feeling that stuff's gross. I've never bought it, but
yeah.
If I'm going to eat bread, I'm eating some real ass bread.
Well, it depends on who you are, right? Like for someone like me, it could be a major win. Not that I eat a lot of bread, but if they had like buns and, I know they have tortillas and stuff like that could help me quite a bit.
Right.
But I'm with you otherwise. Like if I just want a piece of bread, like if I'm making toast, I don't want to, just give me some toast. I don't really care at that point,
Oh, I care, bro. If it's toast?
Yeah.
We're talking toast?
Well, no, I'm talking just regular bread toast. I'm not talking anything special. So, yeah.
I'm just saying, if I'm making toast and it's like my druthers.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just like, man, I'm just eating toast just to eat toast.
Right.
It's got to be that good old dark rye pumpernickel action.
Right. But under your new, as your life coach, under your new life plan, you don't have time for toast.
No, I don't. The toaster takes too damn long.
You're just gonna wrap a piece of bread around a stick of butter and just eat it.
Oh God!
All right,
someone's done that.
Fine, I'll allow you to use jam or something if you'd prefer. But
with pumpernickel, hell no.
Well, no, not with pumpernickel.
If I use jam on pumpernickel, you'd have full permission to just execute me.
What if it was bacon jam?
That's acceptable.
Yeah, I would say that might be all right on there.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Although I just figured you would just eat that from the jar.
Well, yeah, I'd smear it on my face like it's a salve.
Like it's a mask.
Yeah.
Like, what
this
do you...
accentuates my beauty.
What's on your face and why does it smell so delicious? This is my bacon jam wrap. What?
Like, what? Yeah, it's crazy. I walk through the neighborhood and dogs attack my face.
Oh, dude. It reminds me of the, what was that? Was that on the State where they stapled bologna to their face and put their face in the tank of piranhas or whatever?
Yeah, I do believe it was. So dopey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mesh.
Well, with all the masks and stuff out there, I'm sure there's probably one that has some sort of bacon or something in it to that effect. You know,
I mean, like, if it'd be cool if I had like a bacon reservoir, so you can just kind of like, you know what, you just kind of maneuver your teeth a little bit and you slide out a little slab of bacon that's in there.
That would be convenient and awesome. Right? Yeah.
But man, that would stink all day.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it did give me an idea because I'm thinking like fruit by the foot, but it's bacon.
Ooh, there we go.
And you
just
just
gotta
have a dispenser like on your
pork belly to do that.
Yeah, I don't either. You just have a dispenser on your head, it's like a wheel so you can just keep gnawing on it and it just keeps coming.
And I like this idea. Yeah, I'm a fan of that idea.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I'm not sure how you're gonna do it to get that long of a cut though.
2 words: meat glue.
No, we don't want meat glue on our.
No,
probably
not even for bacon by the foot.
Probably not. I'd still rather just not have meat glue involved.
No, wait, not bacon by the foot, pig by the foot.
I mean, that would work.
Pork by the foot.
There you go. Yeah.
I feel like there's a better name out there still.
Yeah. That would probably work.
Thick as bacon over the weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. That was definitely thick.
I decided that Waffle Sunday was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And I also decided, Brian, I can no longer buy like mixes and shit.
For like waffles, you mean?
Yeah, waffles, pancakes, whatever.
All right.
Because we had pancakes like maybe a month ago, and I just bought like, some
Kodiak cakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like some whack ass mix. It was probably called like, Steve's whack ass pancake mix or something.
Yeah. Steve makes a nice product though. I mean,
generally, not as pancakes.
Oh. Dang it.
Dude, it was trash.
Yeah.
Hot trash.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. I mean, they work. It gets the job done.
But same mix in the past to make waffles. It's a slightly different recipe on the box.
Okay.
Trash. So for Waffle Sunday, I actually just made waffle mix out of,
magic
ingredients.
Wait. Huh? I know,
right?
I don't understand. It doesn't come out of a box. How's it food?
Exactly. You're right.
I don't.
But I somehow broke physics.
Dang it.
And they were delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then, the butcher shop up the road from me does thick cut bacon.
Yeah.
And it's like, and no joke, it's like a 1/4 inch thick.
Right.
It's like bacon steaks. If steaks were cut a 1/4 inch thick.
That's an interesting.
That'd be a shit steak.
Yeah, it really would. In principle, it sounds like, man, that'd be, and then you're like, no, actually, that wouldn't be great. Yeah, that wouldn't be.
What is this? What is this piece of cardboard disguised as a
Especially
steak?
Since I like my bacon crispy, it'd be real hard to get a crispy steak unless I've got like an industrial. Like I was watching Fuck That's Delicious the other night, and he was at a steak place, and this dude puts the steaks in under the like broiler thing. He's like, yeah, that's like 1800 degrees. I'm like, damn.
That seems nice.
Yeah, but man, did he have a crisp on the outside of that sumbitch, and it was perfect inside. So, I mean, he knew what he was doing.
Cut stuff. If you bake it, it gets crispy on the outside, but still got that bacon chew.
Yeah,
that I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god,
yeah.
I mean, if like. I don't know what I have to kick in the dick to have that routinely, but I guess I could just go buy it.
Yeah, you could do that.
But kicking people in the dick is so much more
you
fun.
could do both. Here's what you do. You go to the meat store, get the meat, the thick cut bacon.
Yeah.
On your way out, because you're already just engorged. You just,
of course.
You just, but before you get in the car and take care of that, you just, whoever's near you, just kick them right in the dick and then get in the car.
Just point. You!
Yeah. Although they'll probably run because, they're going to be like, why are you pitching a tent and running toward me? That's very strange.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Unless they realize you have that bacon. Then they'll.
I got one boot on. I just has rodent Sharpie across it, kicking boot.
Yep. Kind of like The Simpsons where Bart gets, they want to kick him in the ass because he besmirches Australia. They just have this giant boot that the guy has to put on to kick him in the ass.
That's pretty, exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen that episode, but I love that. Does it say ass kicking boot or something?
No, I can't remember what it says. It says something on it.
Does it say something? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it says like ass kicking boot though. It
what
does
you're saying, Brian, is my little fantasy of having a boot that says like kicking boot is Simpsons did it.
Yeah, basically.
God damn it.
Sorry, Tony. Well, we know. I mean, they have 700 episodes. So
we're catching up.
Yeah, they've done everything.
I guess.
So.
I guess they don't have Hobo Gulch.
That's true.
Tell you what,
not that I remember.
I guaranteed
anyway.
I never had talked about Dr. Doom's personal life.
That's probably true. All right, you know what? I'm looking here, and maybe I misremembered as far as there's something being written on the boot. I thought there was something on it though.
I knew I had an original idea.
Yeah, I'm looking. I see a bunch of pictures of the boot, but I don't see any pictures of anything on it. So you might get a pass on this one.
Yes.
Might. Yes. Yeah, because now I've seen the boot from both sides, so there's nothing written on it. Because there's a picture of Homer wearing it's this gigantic, comedically large boot, though, of course, because,
That sounded very philosophical, by the way. I've now seen the boot from both sides.
Yeah. Well, when you drink out of the boot, you gotta, you turn it.
Oh, yeah,
so.
Das Boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one of those around here somewhere. I was
Yeah.
down in the basement.
Yeah, I got one too, somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, I have a couple because I have like a shot glass type one too.
Do you have to turn that one sideways real quick?
I don't know. I've never drank out of it.
What? This is bullshit. You got to drink out of that boot.
That's a
No,
weird...
I got an idea. You do a Boilermaker, right?
Yeah. You drop the boot
So you
in
have
the boot.
boot full of beer, and you drop the little boot in it full of whiskey.
That would be funny.
Boots on boots.
Boots and boots. Boots and boots and boots and boots.
I feel like Salty Language eats a boot supply thing.
Yeah.
We need our own boot line.
Yep. Salty boots.
So, yes.
I don't know if that works real well.
Doesn't really work well.
No.
Language boot? No.
No.
Hmm.
Hobo boots? No.
I mean, kind of. Gulch boots. There you go.
Gulch brand boots. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, Gulch brand
Get
boots.
behind Gulch. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
'Cause
No
people-
one has to know that they've been stitched together by homeless people.
Right. And made of homeless people.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, there's nothing better than a tanned homeless hide.
Oh, jeez.
Got them thick, sleeping on the street cows.
Yeah, buddy. They wear well.
They do wear well.
Oh, man.
Like, this one's got a really shitty tattoo on the side of the boot.
Nah. Each one's uniquely designed.
Yes, exactly.
You know how, remember, they used to have shirts that would have that, with a big sticker on it that'd be like, each one of these shirts is a unique design, for tie-dye and different stuff. So we just had those stickers put on the box for the boots, too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Mine's got a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Trying to think of hack tattoos that
Right.
people seem to have.
Right.
Those are always my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck it, I got a sick-ass tattoo, and it rolled up her sleeve. It's like Tweety Bird. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? I think those days are actually behind us now. People are actually getting decent tattoos.
They're still,
Well,
dude, follow the Sucky Tattoos account.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, the internet has just proved me wrong.
There's some
immediately.
terrible tattoos out there. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing cooler than Mr. Ice Cool Freeze or whatever that dude's name is. That guy's the shit.
Oh, man. Now, what I think would the move is if you're going to get bad tattoos would be to get a bunch of bad tattoos. That's your theme is collecting bad tattoos.
Like, I've got a sleeve of terrible tattoos.
Yeah. Because then I think since, people go, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. That's weird, but also cool,
Somebody's done that. Steve-O.
Yeah, there you go. See,
He
that's
has a bunch of just terrible tattoos because he's Steve-O.
Right. Now, what would be great is if you could, you got to get a little nuance with it, which is to go to, you need to find the artists that are almost good, but not good. like I saw one last night of Ben Franklin. It's so bad, but I laughed so hard at it because it's like part of it is like, okay, clearly they can draw a little, but they can't do faces worth a damn, basically. Like the outline didn't seem terrible, and then you look at his face.
It's probably horrifying.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's like, obviously Ben Franklin was bald on top, but it was like the face, I think the face was like either way too high or it was really low on the his features, I mean. It was so bad. I think the Sucky Tattoos account had it on their Instagram yesterday.
I was like, I just pulled up Ben Franklin tattoos, and there's a lot of Ben Franklin tattoos.
Well, sure. I mean, he was known, he was, rumored to be in that sex cult. He's an idol.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, true.
I mean, Andy's done some other shit that no one cares about, but, Andy was a big fan of beer, so,
I mean, well, yeah. I'm trying here.
No.
I'm assuming, oh, wait. Hold on. Shitty Tattoos subreddit. Ben Franklin, is that you? Ooh, if that's the one you're talking about, this is horrifying.
Right.
I mean, I think I can share my screen real quick. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, you know what? After looking at this again, never mind. Their outline skills are trash. I was just drunk.
Oh, host. Oh, no screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, disable screen sharing. How am I supposed to show you this shit?
Can you see it?
That oh my God, that's terrifying. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though.
Okay. For anyone like listening, if you go to on Instagram, their username is Sucky Tattoos. It's gonna be one of the more recent posts as far as, if you're listening to this somewhere near when the show released.
I'm looking at.
They're so bad.
Terrifying.
So
I'll put this in the show notes because it's fucking hilarious.
All right. So yeah, that's the kind of tattoos you need is, just to get like the founding fathers and historical figures just terrifying looking on you.
Founding fathers, you say, huh?
Yeah. or I don't know, but man, yeah, some of these are so fucking bad. Most of them are just like rednecky bad, that it's someone who, like the ones where they have something drawn around their belly button so that it looks like the belly button's the asshole of whatever it is.
Yeah, like it's a cat.
Yeah.
Ass or whatever.
It's like, who the hell? Why would you want that on you?
I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy perusing like just bad tattoos.
Oh, I do too. That's why I follow that account.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me feel better than when you see somebody. It's like, I'm gonna get my baby tattooed on me.
Oh man, right?
And it's like nightmare fuel.
Oh, dude, those are the ones like, a couple times when I've watched like those TV shows where they fix bad tattoos, those are the ones you always feel the worst for because they show you the picture and it's a cute picture of their baby and then they're like, okay, and they like roll their sleeve up or take their shirt off and you're like, oh my God.
Like, what? My favorite are misspellings too.
Yeah, those are good too. Obviously, everyone knows the no regrets one or whatever.
Yeah, no regrets.
Yeah. I've seen so many like misspelled and it's like, oh man. Like you gotta check your spelling, man. If you're putting words on somebody, you should probably have the words next to you just in case,
You would think, right?
Like, oh shit, we missed,
I mean, what's funny is, do you think they realize that when they take the picture, like, all right, we're going to take this for our social media, and they look at it and are like, oh shit.
Yeah, right.
Oh, notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
do not post this to Instagram.
Because what are you going to do at that point?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You can't really fix it unless it's, you left a letter off at the end. Yeah. It's like, oof.
No regrets.
Yeah. See, on that, something like that, I just think would be, I think it's funnier to keep one like that. Like if that was the mistake, Right. You just keep it and be like, oh yeah, it was, that was the joke, because at least you can pretend like it wasn't a mistake. Somebody spells your wife's name wrong on you, I mean, it's bad juju anyway, but...
Indeed.
Yeah. Don't get names on you unless the person's already dead. Just bad move.
I agree.
Just a bad move.
And even then, still probably don't do it.
Unless it's a really simple name.
Like dude.
Yeah.
They'll probably fuck that up somehow.
Probably.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Good Lord.
But feel free to get me and Tony tattooed on you. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a given. I mean, you want some cool tattoos.
I don't know, man. How do you think you'd feel if we reached a point, like, in, like, podcasting, like, if we were to ever have any fame and somebody came up and was like, hey, man, I got you tattooed on me. I think I'd be like, that's weird, man. Like, why are you doing that?
I would have to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, if it's you on riding, like, a bald eagle with, you know, guns and fireworks and shit, then you're like, all right, that's pretty boss, you know?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would absolutely have to see it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sheer curiosity.
Right.
Especially if it's on them titties.
Well, yeah. I don't think
Even
they'd put it
guys'
there, though.
titties. I'm checking it out.
That'd be kind of weird to put them there unless they had really hairy titties and put them in, like, to where, like, the bottom of their titties where the hair is, you know, that's our beard.
I mean,
then
I'm
I'd be
not
like,
mad at
then
that.
I'd be like, all right, that's at least creative, but
Either that or we're like peeking through the chest hair like your bushes.
yeah. That would be kind of funny, actually.
Right?
Yeah. The weird part is, you know, they take a razor in there every so often, you know, to where our...
Yeah, it looks like we're parting the weeds.
Yeah.
Either that or we're up in a tree like Marty McFly's dad.
Like
just tattoo us on a little happy trail or something.
No, I don't want that.
No, you don't want to hang out by the belly button?
No.
Pubis?
No, I sure don't. That's pretty weird. Now, what someone needs to do is instead of getting, like, swallows on either hip, they need to get you and I.
That's what I'm talking
on
about.
either hip. That's the sexy move.
Doing
right
finger guns at each other.
Yeah.
Cacao.
Yeah. Or if you want to make it extra sexy, you know, just have us like Lady in the Tramp and a piece of bacon by the foot.
Yes.
You know.
Hip to hip.
Right.
Yeah. Man, these tattoos are getting sensual.
I know.
I apologize for everybody.
I know. I was just going to say we should probably stop.
And ruined undergarments.
Yeah.
For the ladies out there.
Right. Undergarments. Who wears undergarments these days?
Right. I mean, I got to take off my ham's hat. It's getting a little too hammy in here.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's like the headphones mush on that little button on top.
Yeah.
Which is feels great, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't recommend that enough.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, do you like trauma? Yes.
Yes. We all do,
yes,
of course. So how's your week been?
Oh man. It's been a week. It's been like weird at work because we've been busy but not busy at the same time, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
You know, and then like
do you guys press ham on every piece of glass that comes through there?
I'm about to start just because I'm bored.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I think that's like they got that guy on TV that's local here that's like, not only do we, whatever our windows, we stand on our windows.
We stand on them.
On our windows. He can't even say windows, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, how great would it be? Like, we not only stand by our windows, we press ham on our windows.
Exactly.
And it's just three guys just pressing ham right on those big doors.
Just mushing cheeks.
That's the move for sure.
No, dude, I had this moment last week though, where I think we went to bed fairly early.
So what, like
and
5, 6 in the?
I mean, sometimes I feel like I need to do that. I mean, it was like 9 or something like that, right?
Right.
And like I woke up, and it's weird because I got my watch and my phone charger, but they're not close to me.
Yeah.
And about a minute or two before my alarm goes off, my watch gets really fucking bright. Because, a lot of people wear them to track their sleep. It's supposed to, like, ease you into waking up.
Oh, yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
But so I wake up, and I'm like, man, I, like, felt good. It's like, I feel refreshed. And I look over, and I can't see, because now everything's black. I'm like, I don't know what time it is, but my alarm isn't off. My watch isn't glowing, but it's got to be about that time because I feel fucking good.
Right.
And I laid there for like a while. And I'm like, all right, I got to get up and take a leak. And I get up and I touch my phone. It was 2:36 in the morning. Bro. I was angry.
Maybe you found the secret, though, is that you have to go to bed at like 6 o'clock at night, and then you get up at 2:30.
Oh, my God. Oh, you know, it was Thursday because it was the Friday morning. I have to wake up extra early for work.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck. And I took a leak and I went back to bed and I laid there for a while. And I just hit the point. I'm like, I got to get up.
Yeah.
I'm not falling asleep.
Yep.
And I could grab my phone, but I don't want to, wake her up because I'm fucking around on my phone.
Yeah, right.
It's like I grab my phone, I go lay down on the couch, and I was just like playing my stupid Magic the Gathering match game.
Yeah.
And then I hear a ruckus in the rooms. One of the dogs is like, their nails are all over. I'm like, jeez, of course, why wouldn't they? And then like 5 minutes later, here comes Michelle. She's like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm just,
like, I just beat away an intruder. No big deal.
Exactly. Dude, that was awful.
Yeah.
Because I never fell back asleep.
Of course.
And then I went to work.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rough day.
Yeah, you should have just taken a nap during the day, You'd have been all right.
Man. There was times in my, when I was, doing the old delivery driver gimmick.
Yeah.
/ also driving like limos and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, there were some times I'd be like, all right, I'm just going to pull behind this building and I'm going to set an alarm for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I would just nap.
Yeah.
I was so tired
just
from working
nap.
like late at night, driving cars and shit.
Right. Well, and that's tiring on its own, let alone just, the hours involved. So, yeah, I can imagine.
I'm like, I don't know why I did that. I didn't need the money that bad.
I believe you were crazy.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Well, I mean, coke and hookers ain't cheap.
I mean, I suppose.
I mean, what are you going to do? You can't tap into your food budget for that.
No, my food budget's impeccable or whatever.
Right. I mean, not anymore. I just saved you a bunch of money, too, because toast only. Or bread only. Sorry, bread only.
That's gonna be the diet book I'm coming out with.
Bread and water.
Bread only.
Yeah, bread and water.
Bread and water.
Delicious. If you want a real treat, dip the bread in the water.
Ooh, now we're talking. Then you have a textural fucking playground going on.
I don't know if I'd call it.
Is it going to be soggy? Is it going to be firm? Who knows?
It's going to be soggy. It's just sorry.
But what if you bite real far into the piece? That's firm and soggy.
Oh, I see, mate. Like you go halfway down.
Yeah, then it becomes like the chimera of the bread dipped in the water world.
Somehow I feel like you dressed it up too fancy for what it is.
I mean, you got to. That's because I'm writing this book. I got to.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Got a theater of the mind and all. Yeah,
theater of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great weight loss plan because after you eat bread dipped in water for about a day and a half, you'll just stop eating.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Like, this is awful. Why would I do this?
Yeah. Like, well, here's dinner. It's a plate with just a piece of bread on it, and you're just like,
and then a saucer of water.
Yeah. A saucer. Oh, for dipping. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, for dipping.
Okay.
Yeah, for dipping.
Yeah. I'm thinking to drink out of it. Like, what are you, a cat?
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
You just hold it up to your mouth and you lick.
Yeah.
Like
like I said, man, whatever works for you.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you having tonight? I'm having soup. There's just pieces of bread cut up in your water.
Kind of like gazpacho because it's cold.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you could have it warm, but I prefer it ice cold, like pieces of ice actually in it,
I mean, that's going to be the easiest recipe ever, is my recipe for hot bread soup.
Yeah. I actually like this idea for a cookbook, is to see how many different dumb things like we can just
do with just bread.
Just bread and water. Yeah.
Just bread and water.
Yeah. Like your morning smoothie.
Oh God. Oh God. What the hell would that turn into?
What a nightmare.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it'd just be like ice cubes, water, and
then just bread. Then you just whir it up in the blender for a little bit.
Oh shit. And be like, for a real treat, try using and pick some various bread instead,
Like, oh, you wanna step it up a notch in Flavor Town. Grab a loaf of brioche.
Right. Oh God. That'd be
But if you want to keep it healthy, you got to stick to multigrain.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Oh God, it's the worst. That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, I think.
Dude, it's like you feel like waffles. You just put a piece of bread in the waffle iron. That's it.
Like some garlic bread I had once.
Yeah. Nothing else. You just bread on there. You can pour a little water over the top, for syrup.
Will it waffle?
Oh, it'll waffle,
Yeah, that
all right.
sounds terrible.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, literally, you're just going to have toast then, but it's still,
I mean, I'm willing to try this for science.
But that's all you're going to have.
Well, no, I mean the waffle toast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I still haven't tried to make toast in the air fryer yet either.
I feel like that's an overshoot for the air fryer, but
it'll work. It'll come out amazing.
Yeah. But I mean, well, I don't know. Do you have a toaster?
I do.
Okay, well then, I mean, that's kind of its job, isn't it? What do you?
Well, yeah. But
you gonna fire the toaster?
Why not air fry it? What if I didn't have a toaster? What if?
But you do.
But what if, Brian? I went to go pop toast in the toaster, and I get it out. And I emptied a little dustbin that's in the bottom because no one wants
toaster leavings,
2-month-old crumbs in there and shit. And I plug it in, and I put my slices of bread that I carefully picked from the middle of the loaf.
Right.
So I want optimal surface quality here.
Yeah.
And then I ka-chink. I slide the slices down, and those little coils fail to turn red. What am I gonna do?
Waffle iron.
But what if I don't have that? I mean, I do, but I didn't?
Come on, you're not going to be without a waffle iron for very long.
I mean, you're right. But I mean, I think if you maybe trying to air fry toast, maybe it's a thing.
It might work. Yeah,
it might. I mean, I made air fried croutons; those are delicious.
Yeah.
They were game changers.
Right. My toaster oven air fryer has a dehydrate setting on it, so I figured that probably would work for croutons too. But either way, air fryer, dehydrate it, whatever,
bro.
Yeah.
But air fried toast, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like a shitty hipster band.
Air fried toast.
Air fried toast.
Yeah, they just do Grateful Dead covers.
Probably.
And not well.
Well, no. Everyone's like, "Oh, is this the Dead?"
Yeah. Huh. Like I wish they were.
Right.
Meaning dead, not the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, there's a little nonsense I've noticed lately.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell we were doing, but we needed food. We were running around. We had no plans for dinner, and we didn't want to go inside and sit. So we just want to grab some food and go home.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell we were doing. Why is every drive-through insane?
Yeah.
Like we're like, how about we do a little Sonic action, right?
Right.
And the line was around the building.
Jeez.
So I left there, and I'm like, I just went. I looked at him like, I can't do this.
Now, Sonic, I think probably part of it is I think they make stuff to order there.
I think they do too.
I mean, also, like if they're doing Sundays and stuff, that takes a minute.
But I was
but
like,
some of the places I don't know why it takes so long.
Well, yeah, but I decided I couldn't do Sonic, and I'm like, Chick-fil-A is right across the street. It was even worse.
Oh, Chick-fil-A is always terrible. Yeah.
So we went back to Sonic. But Sonic is still doing the car hop service.
Right.
So we did that, which was kind of lovely. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Some audio stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, we sat in the car, but I mean, it took forever to kind of leave because the traffic was backed up behind us and all this.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that I thought was Bizarro World was this fucking gay, and the spot next to us was open, this car hop spot. He pulls into the drive-thru, and the line's so long. And he gets out of his car, drops his vape on the ground, because of course he's got a vape, leaves his door open, and walks over to car hop thing and hits the button to order food.
Okay.
And he just stand there waiting. waiting, staring at the building. He hits it again, standing there, waiting. And then the line starts moving, and you might find it shocking. The people behind him were not real impressed.
Yeah, I bet.
So he runs back to his car, gets in, and goes and pulls up in line. And as soon as his door closed, I heard the car hop thing next to me go, welcome to Sonic. How can I help you? It's the greatest moment of my life.
That's funny.
Seeing this idiot.
Yeah.
Thinking he's hot shit.
Trying to
just pulled in there and parked, though.
He's trying to beat the system, right? Was he trying to see which he could get first, basically? I
have no idea what he was doing.
You can't do that, man. You got to pick a lane.
Yeah, pick a lane.
Yep.
That's what I did. Yep. I went back twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's like, it just seems like it makes me realize how people don't cook.
Yeah.
You were also obviously people don't want to go sit down in restaurants right now.
Yeah,
as much.
But that area's got so much traffic in it that all the restaurants over there are usually pretty busy. But it's. But even over here where it's not anything like that, around like dinner time, dude, McDonald's has got a line around the thing, and they've got that like split drive-through thing where they can take two orders at one time. It's still around the side of the building. You know, Arby's is almost out to the street. You know, Taco Bell usually has a huge line. It's, you know.
Because the McDonald's by me, when I go grocery shopping, same deal.
Yeah.
It's like the lines around the, it's like.
And it's crazy because McDonald's does not make anything to order really anymore. They were for a short time, like if you got like a quarter pounder, they would make it right then.
Right.
But they haven't been advertising that, so I'm assuming they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Gone the way of,
you know.
Whatever.
And most fast food places don't make your stuff to order. Like Taco Bell does. You know, they don't have the stuff, you know, they still have to slap everything into, you know, tortillas before, you know, they give it to you. But like I said, it's like some of the places do, but most of the places don't do it to order. So it's like, why is this taking so long? And why are there so many people here?
Like I said, I just think it's people are like, you know what, I'm just done cooking.
Yeah.
And we can't go sit down because the COVID.
I mean, you can. Ohio and Michigan are open, but or not open, but they're more open. Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people still aren't comfortable doing it.
Yeah. Well, plus, like you know, how many people are like you were saying, you know, they're out, like, especially over in that area. They just hit Costco. They've, you know, or whatever, done some shopping over there. So they're maybe looking to just get some food and head home, you know, and.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we were up to.
Yeah. You know,
we just want to go home, have some food,
right?
Go home,
right? And it's weird because over in that area, there's plenty of drive-through places right over there, you know, because there's Burger King and Popeyes and McDonald's, not Burger King.
Dude, don't even talk about Popeyes. I don't know what's going on with Popeyes lately.
It's a sandwich.
Oh, is it? Is there a stupid sandwich back out? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's got to be. Like everybody's doing a chicken sandwich right now. Like McDonald's just released one. I read something the other day that boat that got stuck in the Suez Canal, or that Burger King was planning on launching a new chicken sandwich, but for some reason their pickles were coming from that or something, so their pickles got delayed. And I'm like, why the fuck are they getting pickles from somewhere else? Like, really, you can't get pickles from America or Mexico?
Cheaper, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Those Chinese pickles,
I guess. I don't, you know. So, because, you know, for some reason, all these restaurants have such a hard-on for pickles on chicken sandwiches, which I don't get. But, I mean, they're fine. If they didn't put pickles on them, I'd be fine, you know? Like, my preferred way to have a chicken sandwich is with, like, lettuce and tomato and a little mayo. You know, that's more how I would prefer to have it. You know, I mean, if we're going full preference, a little bacon on there wouldn't hurt anybody, you know what I'm saying? But,
a little bacon, a little barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I mean,
some pulled pork.
I ain't going to be mad at any of that. Yeah. In fact, just leave the chicken right off. Yeah. Exactly. just give me the pulled pork with all the others.
Yeah.
But
all that stuff except hold the chicken.
I even read that, like, Taco Bell is apparently going to be doing a chicken sandwich somehow. It looks like they're doing like a flatbread chicken sandwich, you know, kind of thing.
Taco Bell, just stop it. Do tacos and go home.
Listen, Taco Bell nailed it when they did the fucking fried chicken, like, taco. That was oddly good. So I thought it was just going to be a train wreck, and when I had it, I was like, this is actually pretty good. So, it's like you don't need to make a chicken sandwich, but everybody seems to be like Culver's that's just opening around this area. They're advertising their fish, but I know they have chicken and obviously Chick-fil-A, and there's somewhere else that I've seen, but like chicken sandwiches seem to be they're the rage, but also fish is right now. Cause obviously with, Easter being this weekend, there's Lent and all that stuff.
All those weirdos.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. And it's like, it's a chicken sandwich. I just don't understand why people are so like, oh my God.
I go to Home Depot because of everyone trying to get some Popeyes.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fried chicken's delicious too, but
Oh, dude, I'm a chicken fan.
Yeah. But I just don't get, like, I don't get the people going batshit over Chick-fil-A. I don't get the freaking out over Popeye's chicken sandwich. I don't understand any of that.
I mean, Chick-fil-A is fine, but it's nothing like if you were to call me up, be like, hey man, you want to head out and get some Chick-fil-A? I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
Actually, I can think of 8 million places I'd rather go before that.
Right.
But, if we're like driving somewhere,
yeah,
you're like, hey man, this rest stop over here's got Chick-fil-A and it's not Sunday. I'll be like, oh, that's dope. Let's get some Chick-fil-A.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like the only time I used to eat Chick-fil-A was when I would go to the mall. And even then it wasn't generally my first choice in the mall. Usually I'd go get me a steak sandwich first.
Hell yeah.
Or something. Or or the last time I was in there, I was all excited about Mr. Hero being in there until I had it, and I was like, it wasn't the same. But
yeah, I had the same.
Yeah, unfortunately. But like I said, I get it. It's good. I mean, I usually get like their grilled chicken club, and I used to get, it depends on where I'm at with like my diet, because sometimes I'd get like, I liked that you could get like a side of fruit.
Right.
That way I could be like, okay, I don't have to get fries. I can just get a side of fruit, with my sandwich and whatever. But, I mean, I get it. And I know people like their nuggets and stuff too, but I don't know. I don't understand it. I think it's because I've just had better food.
Oh yeah. That's exactly what it is.
I'm just never excited for fast food. It's
I've
like
fast
food to me is what you settle on, not, and don't get me wrong, I eat way too much of it, but it's just, I'm never really excited about it when it's like, hey, what do you want to get for dinner? And it's like, oh, fast food, whatever. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I've come to realize, talking to especially like a lot of people I work with, that are younger people.
Yeah.
That that's what they do. Like, I'm gonna go get some tacos tonight on my way home from work. Oh, cool. Where are you going? Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Those aren't tacos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that.
I know. You mentioned that to me the other night, right? Like you were talking about Olive Garden and how the people you work with are like, oh my God, it's like, oh my God, it isn't though. Listen,
let me come under my wing. Let me take you to a good ass Italian place.
It's like, it's fine, but it's not good.
Sure,
compared.
When you're there, your family.
Yeah.
But still.
I know, I'm with you. I don't, and it isn't even like being a snob. Like I said, I eat plenty of fast food. I eat way too much of it. But
I don't think it's a snob thing either. I think it's, we have black belt taste buds.
Yeah. That's what I think it is like, I just look at it, I don't, like, rather than have one of those chicken sandwiches, I'd rather go somewhere and get really good, like, fried chicken or really good chicken bites or something like that,
Yeah.
Or honestly, I've had better chicken sandwiches at better restaurants.
Yes. That's the problem. You've treated yourself for too long.
Yeah. I do. I think that, and I also think there's an element of it too that I can make a lot of the stuff at home.
Well, see, like a big part of it for me, especially with that Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I haven't had it.
I have not either.
When I like I said, I go to that Home Depot. It's right by me, decent enough.
Yeah.
When I was pulling in there one day, I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I realized everyone was in line at Popeye. I didn't know why. I didn't know their sandwich was out.
Yeah.
But I don't care enough to sit in line that long.
Nope, not for fast food, especially.
No, if I'm like, oh man, I hear Popeye's chicken sandwich is like fucking the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll try it. And I pull up and there's 15 cars in line. I go, I don't care.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's one or two people, okay, whatever, I'll wait. But I'm not going to sit there for 40 minutes,
right?
To get some shit that came out of a freezer.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, we looked it up before. Remember when it was originally all the rage, and we looked it up, and it was like, yeah, it's like a spicy mayo, and they used like whatever their Cajun seasoning for their chicken in the batter. That's it. There's nothing else. Maybe their pickles are special or something, but I doubt it. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, they're probably come off the same freighter ship that Burger King's come from.
So, as a result, it's like like we talked about then, it was like, I bet I can go on Google and find 1 million copycat recipes for it and probably get close at home.
Amen.
And then I get to pick the chicken out, as well.
Right.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'll be honest. I don't get it for any of it. Like when I see people from California posting pictures from In-N-Out and those long lines there, and I'm like, there's no fucking way I'd wait that long. I'd be like, no, It's fast food. There's got to be someone with a shorter line.
Yeah.
I don't like waiting for any food. Like, I don't like when you go to a restaurant and they're like, oh, it'll be like an hour and a half. Like, go fuck yourself. Yep. There's somewhere else we can go eat.
Yeah, I'll be leaving.
Yeah. I hate waiting. It's sometimes I get it. You have to. Like when we were in Chicago, when we went to that brewery.
Yeah.
With like 100 people. It's like, when you have a party like that, you're going to have to wait because they got to clear space for you.
Yeah.
But if it's just like 4 people or less, no.
Well, like for instance, say you and I go out.
Yeah.
And we walk into a place like, okay, this actually happened.
Yeah.
Then not to you and I, but I'm going to use it.
I thought you were going to use Village Inn when we went there the first time, and it was like packed, and we were like, nope, and went somewhere else.
Fair enough. No, but there was I don't remember when, but it was not that long ago.
Yeah.
Once again, we were out and about doing shit, and we want to go eat some food. I'm like, how about the Dirty Bird?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. So we go to the Dirty Bird, walk in, it's packed.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how long's your wait? They're like, it's like 45 minutes. I went, huh. All right, I guess put me on the list,
Yeah.
So we left, and we sat in the car for a little bit, and I just started, calling around.
Right.
Hey, do you got to wait? And I found that guy. I think it was Tony Paco's on Front Street. No wait.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like to wait either.
Well, especially downtown. I mean, there's so many options that are right around the corner from one another, so you can, you definitely have those options aside from maybe finding parking. That could be your issue,
but I would do the same thing if you and I went somewhere. Right?
Totally.
Yeah, it's like a 40-minute wait. I'll be like, okay, and then we're gonna leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's something, I will say, if it's something that I absolutely love, going to Zingerman's in Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
If you get there at the wrong time, you're gonna wait.
Yeah.
But that to me, that is worth the wait because the food is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said a lot of it to me, it also has to do with where you're at. And it's just, I remember years ago going to TGI Fridays with Jen, and we walked in and was like, and they're like, oh, we've got about a 45-minute, hour or so wait. And I was like, I ran across the street to Lone Star when that was still open, a steakhouse for those who don't remember Lone Star. And, like a chain steakhouse, but it was fine,
Yeah.
I went over there and they were like, oh yeah, we got open booths right now. I called Jen. I was like, come on over here. Cause
yeah. I'm already in the booth. I got a beer. We're
rolling. We can eat I'm
already a shot and a beer in.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
We'll be done before we could sit over there basically,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah. So like I said, a lot of it has to do, like you said, I can understand sometimes there are places where you're like, okay, I'm going to have to wait if I want to go here. But there's also just like I said, I just don't understand. I don't know, maybe with In-N-Out and stuff, maybe it's because I haven't had it, but I've heard the same thing with Shake Shack and some of those others where there's these huge lines,
Yeah.
And it's it's a burger. It can only be so good.
Exactly.
You just are never going to convince me that standing an hour for a burger was worth it.
Would I like to try it?
Yes. I mean, it's going to have to come. It's going to have to be like Wagyu beef or something like that for it to be worth an hour wait. You know what I mean? Something I've never had that is supposed to be just buttery and all this. But otherwise, nah.
Right.
I'd rather just.
I hear you, bro.
Like I said, I'd rather just
hard
eat.
nah.
Yeah. Now, like you said, because there are sometimes, like, you know, if like some of the places you see for like barbecue, where it's like those places, it's like when they run out kind of barbecue places.
Yeah.
Something like that I might stand in line for.
Like if I ever manage to get myself down to Austin, I'd wait for that Franklin's.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone jacks off about it on all the food shows you watch.
Yeah.
I'd like to check it out, sure.
Yeah. But on a regular basis, nah. No chance.
No, especially like if it's in the town you live in.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, it's like, you know what, I drive by this all the time. Sooner or later I'll get, you know.
Let me shift gears and get some positivity.
All right, yeah, good idea.
Since we're talking food.
Yeah.
I saw over the weekend on Instagram one of our local favorite breweries, Mommy Bay, is now doing brunch on Sundays.
Okay.
Right, and they had just like a little a picture of some bullshit. I don't know what it was, but their menus were like all over the table, and I was me zooming in on the menus, like, oh, what's on the menu, you know?
Right.
So, one, they have a breakfast burrito. It's got like sausage and eggs and peppers and potatoes.
Yeah.
And it's covered in beer cheese.
Okay.
Sounds pretty amazing.
All right. Yeah, I'm in.
But I wanna bounce their breakfast burger off of you.
Oh boy.
And I need you to tell me what you feel about this.
Okay.
All right. So instead of a hamburger patty, it's a sausage patty.
Okay.
Okay. You got cheddar cheese.
Okay.
You got your fried egg.
I don't like fried eggs in any form. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, fair enough. That's already a negative for you then.
Right.
But here's the coup de grace.
Okay.
Is it served between two pieces of French toast?
I like this idea. Like, in fact, and here's a wild comparison. Burger King just introduced French toast breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which, honestly,
they're not stuck in the Suez Canal?
No, I guess not. No, somehow they were able to get their frozen French toast through.
Okay.
But when I saw that, I was like, because obviously we all know McDonald's has the McGriddles, and that's the best thing maybe on McDonald's menu. So I take that back. No, I take that back. Their Coke is the best thing on their menu. Anyway, then
okay, you're right. You're right.
Because there's just no Coke like McDonald's Coke. Okay, so anyway,
you're right. Well, cocaina,
yeah. But I like the idea of the French toast thing, because I just, I like the idea of being able to just put like a whole breakfast platter into sandwich form, so I can just be like, crush it in my face,
My thought is it's probably going to come with a little syrup cup.
Sure, I can see that.
And you produce on top of any
just knife and fork it. You totally could, especially with the fried egg. I could totally understand. Could totally understand that. Yeah,
but I kind of want to get down here for this brunch.
Yeah,
I got to check this out because Mommy Bay.
Yeah,
Surprised
in that burrito they didn't go chorizo.
Them on their Bloody Mary skills.
Right. Yeah. True.
Naturally.
Yeah. I'm surprised in the breakfast burrito they didn't go chorizo instead of just sausage.
Yeah, I know, right?
That just seems to be the the hip thing is chorizo.
I mean, chorizo's the shit.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at breakfast sausage either, but
Well, no. Keep
your costs down, I guess, right?
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's no. I'm like, maybe it's one of those things where they don't have a need for chorizo anywhere else. But why would they have sausage? Pizza?
Yeah,
maybe.
It's generally not quite the same sausage though. Like a breakfast sausage is a little. Usually it's seasoned a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. So, it's not that Italian pizza sausage.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. I mean, it could be, but I wouldn't think it is.
Curious, Brian. Curious.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Anywho, but I thought it was a cool idea.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see what you thought of it.
Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of it for sure. Because I wouldn't be mad at, eating that and having a bloody.
Well, hell yeah, bro.
Especially
yeah, brother.
Actually, I'd want to see what their concept for a Bloody Mary is probably first, because I ain't trying to get one that's got like the whole breakfast menu with it. Because it's like, just serve me a damn good Bloody Mary. I don't need gimmicks. Just make it a good Bloody Mary.
The best gimmick Bloody Mary ever had. I'm not counting the one that had like the freezer section attached to it that I had here in town.
Right.
That was just ridiculous, but it was fun.
Right.
Now the best gimmick one I ever had was a BLT Bloody Mary.
Now that I'm okay with. By gimmick, I just meant, like I don't need a slider and a half this and all. It's like I just want the drink, man. I'm already ordering food.
Yeah, I mean that one was good because it came with bacon and lettuce in the glass with your Bloody Mary, and then on the side you had toast and mayo, and you can make a BLT.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah. That I understand. That's a little like I can live with that.
No, I mean because I've seen there's a place, I don't remember where it is, but I know it's about 40 to maybe an hour north of us in Michigan.
Yeah.
That you can get a pitcher of Bloody Mary, and it comes with a whole roast chicken.
Okay, that I could get behind.
But it's like it's precariously balanced on top of the pitcher for like skewers and shit. It's ridiculous.
Why?
Because as soon as one idiot put a skewer through a hamburger and put it on their Bloody Mary, then everyone's like, "We got to top."
Yeah,
this.
You're right.
What can we do to top this?
You were not
I got
wrong.
an idea, a whole fucking chicken.
I'm just thinking of I guess maybe if the chicken juices. Sorry, I sneezed.
Well, Brian just died a little bit.
Maybe some of the chicken juices like drip into it and it adds something to it. I don't. Otherwise, what are you doing there? Like just put the bird on a platter.
Oh no, it's on top of your pitcher.
That's really
you got to shove straws through the chicken and then drink it through.
I'm not putting straws through the chicken to drink it.
You got to use the chicken corpse like a cup.
Oh, okay.
Now it's like a bread bowl.
Now I wouldn't be adverse to giving me, and don't react to this right as I say it. Give me a chance to lay it out.
All right,
I'm gonna
grab my beer. I'm gonna sit back
to thicken the Bloody Mary, and then use it either as a dipping sauce for the chicken or as a coating for the chicken. Like you toss the chicken in Bloody Mary, basically.
Like a Bloody Mary marinade?
Yes. Or like for like a wing sauce kind of a thing, but just Bloody Mary, basically. And then you just crush that. You got some celery on the side.
I'm not mad at that idea at all.
Yeah. Because I think that would be all right.
Yeah.
But I just I don't want to dip my chicken into my Bloody Mary. That's weird.
That is weird. I like you have a drumstick and you dunk it in your drink.
But if you gave me
what is this, Oreos and milk? What are we doing?
But if you gave me a saucer, a little like an au jus bowl, but full of Bloody Mary dipping goodness, or like I said, just toss the whole bird in it and just maybe then bring a little cup of it out to in case you need a little extra,
right?
Or you want to do shots of it.
This idea,
yeah. But like I said, you got to thicken it up just a little bit because, in regular Bloody would just be too, it's not going to really stick. So,
I got a challenge now.
All right.
For one particular listener of ours,
right.
You know who you are.
Dev?
No.
Oh.
But Dev could try too because Dev is I've seen him in the kitchen.
He's a ninja. Yeah.
He's a goddamn ninja.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary pizza.
Like using my idea or going a different route?
Just like a Bloody Mary inspired pizza.
So the sauce would be Bloody Mary kind of
like spicy tomato. You
okay.
Put some bacon on there. I mean, if you could do some pickles, I don't know.
Yeah,
get fucking crazy.
Right. Yeah, like at the end, maybe. I don't know I want.
It's got celery salt across it. Like
I feel like this works.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I do. I kind of feel like this works
if this
because
pizza takes off. I need a cut.
Like a big slice of it, you're saying?
Yay! Oh.
I kind of feel like we should just make this pizza.
I mean, I really do think I might, before the summer's half over, I'm going to attempt to have that pizza oven in my life.
Because I'm just thinking you make your tomato sauce, right? And you just dump some zing-zang in it, basically. To liven it up a little bit. Season
it up with a little Tabasco, maybe.
Right, I was going to say season accordingly. And then that's your sauce, basically. Like you said, obviously you got to have some cheese on there because it's pizza. Got to have something.
Pizza.
So whatever.
Because like me personally, well, I mean, fuck, I've done the cubes of cheddar in my Bloody Mary on a skewer.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I've had where they had alternating meat and cheese.
Yeah.
On a skewer.
Now,
so yeah.
I am not a celery fan in Bloodies.
Well, and also for pizza, celery's just right out. We don't need celery for that.
It's like that's in the same realm as hot lettuce.
Right. I'm with you on a pickle though, because when you did pickles when we had those in Punta Bay, and right. Especially if you did maybe a little zesty pickle.
And Brian, I mean, one of the times we hung out, like I think the first time in a long time, you were out and about at a spot. You enjoyed some pickle bread. So pickles in the oven are
It's true.
thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I had forgotten about pickle bread somehow.
Pickle bread, it's a thing.
Yeah. So I think I feel like they should probably be a little zesty.
Right.
You know, but not too zesty because obviously maybe you don't put Tabasco in the sauce. Maybe you just have zesty pickles as your
like spicy pickles.
Yeah,
so these little bites of like little firecrackers.
Right.
Going off your
Yeah.
mouth.
Kick it up a notch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just make this pizza. I feel like we can do this.
Oh, and then maybe like everything bagel crust topping.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
You know,
yeah. Look,
I've heard tales of everything bagel rims on Bloody Marys, and I kind of want that in my life.
That's a good move. That shit is so good on so much stuff.
I know. You have no idea. Every once in a while, I open up my spice drawer and I just look at it, and like one tear rolls down my face.
Yeah. Do I even put it on my salads?
Hell yeah!
Like
bro.
I don't bother with croutons. I just shooka some of that all over my salad, and then as you're eating it, you're getting that garlicky and salty and crunch and everything. So.
I mean, I treat everything bagel mix kind of like it's like herbal essences. Like it gets orgasmic.
Oh, I thought you were just meaning like you rub it in your scalp and stuff.
Yeah, I just like right down the front of the shorts.
Yeah,
know, get a little sesame poppy action in the curlies. You know?
Instead of like using like some Axe body spray across the body or something, you're just rubbing some.
Yeah, a little everything mix.
Everything mix. That's a good move right there.
Yeah, in fact, that's gonna be the salty language brand of everything mix. Be everything but the balls.
Yeah, because you probably don't want that in there.
No.
Oddly enough,
it's already oniony.
I was just gonna say, oddly enough, very oniony. Oh man! All right, so yeah, and I know obviously you were talking to Cheeto with the pizza thing.
Oh yeah, he's like I mean.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Once upon a time, we had Pizza Samurai.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, that dude's Pizza Samurai. But no. If you want the Pizza Sensei.
Yeah.
If you want the Pizza Shogun.
Yeah. We still need the meatloaf pizza too.
Oh, for sure.
The meatloaf crust pizza.
Meatloaf crust pizza. Yeah, that's something that I have not attempted yet.
Yeah. That's what I said. I feel like you need to get that pizza oven so we can get this going.
Right.
And then we can have our next show, which is Will It Pizza.
Will It Pizza?
Well, I mean,
what else can we pizza?
Well, think about. I mean, where we went with talking about Bloody Marys into me talking about like a nice sauce from Bloody Mary into you taking it to a different kind of sauce. Although really they could be similar.
Could be very similar.
Into a pizza situation. So, we've moved the needle pretty well there.
Hey, that's another show.
Yeah. Go listen to it. Our friend Hannah's on there. I've been on it a couple of times.
I know. I have not.
Well, they have standards,
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that savage?
Yeah.
Have you heard about his dead toe?
That's what they're waiting until they can do a dead toe episode.
No. Oh man.
Yeah. But
did you hear Mortal Kombat? The movie got delayed.
No.
Yeah.
But it's done. Why would it get delayed?
I know they pushed it back a week for some reason.
Ooh.
I don't know the exact reason.
I don't like it.
I did add to my notes because I was really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah. Jerks. That's all right. I mean, we got Godzilla and Kong this week.
Does that come out this week?
Wednesday.
Oh, shit, son.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Jesus. Yeah.
You mean today when the podcast people are listening to this?
Yeah. It'll probably be, I probably won't get a chance to watch it right away. But
oh, here you go. The reason they pushed it back a week is to give Godzilla vs. Kong some breathing room.
Oh, okay. That I understand then, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Whatever.
I suppose.
Jerks. All right, fine.
I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah. So I was jumping through Hulu the other night, and how it'll have like, TV recommended for you. And I always scroll through that just in case they've added something new, or brought something back that has rotated out kind of a thing. And Fuck That's Delicious showed up in there. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I've watched all the seasons of that. And, at the bottom, it said, like, rewatch type of thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. And then I was like, you know what? I'll look to see if the newest season's in there. And sure enough, season 4 is in there. And I don't know why. I thought I already watched the 4th season, but I have not. Because I was like, well, I'll start it up. If I remember it, then, I don't remember any of it. And I've watched half the season now. So
is it now called Fuck That's a Workout?
No, he's still, still
a girthy boy.
Yeah, he's still pretty girthy. It's crazy watching it because you see the pictures of him now, and you're like, yo, that's like, what's he lost? 130 pounds or something like that? I mean,
that's a small human.
Yeah, he's dropped some serious lbs, and
good for him.
Yeah, but it's always a good watch though. That show's just so much fun. They had an episode where Mayhem and Alchemist go to Spain, and they're there mainly to learn about wine and stuff.
Right.
But that part, I don't care that much about because it's wine. But the guys that they're with and stuff, it was like the one night they're just sitting around. There's like 20 some of them at this big table. They're just passing bread and cheese and tomatoes and all this stuff around, just having a little of this and that. And then the lady whose place it was, she brings out, it was at someone's house, like she brings out like these dishes of just, I don't know what the pasta was, but it was with a pesto sauce, and it looked phenomenal. And they're just having a time. Just everybody's there enjoying amazing food. They're drinking and having a great time. And I was like, God, it's like, first of all, it makes you take that step back over the last year, and go, wow, it's like you realize maybe how much you miss. Not that we really were doing like, 20 people parties and shit, but
bro,
it's still,
don't tempt me.
It still makes you understand and kind of miss like that social setting.
Yeah, dude, I miss
but
it.
It also, I'm just watching it going, God damn, it's like that right there. It's like, that's the life, man. Like, that's it right there. That's what life's about, like
just breaking bread and just having a time.
Yeah. And just, like I said, they're enjoying all sorts of wine and obviously, and, cause they were at like people who make wine, so.
Oh, so they're like cracking in all kinds of bottles. Probably.
Yeah. They're just sharing bottles all night long. And, and I love that show anyway, but it's just like that right there. It's like, that's the pinnacle. Everybody's sitting around, like there are no strangers at that table, even though you have people from Spain, you have people from America, there's people from France, it's just, who cares? We're here to eat and just enjoy company and just have a time, and I was just looking at that going, man, it's just, I love, like, Mayhem at one point even is kind of like he gets not like choked up, but he kind of is a little like, you can tell it's hitting him like, this is it, man. Like, what else is there in life?
If I'm being real, that was something I wanted to have happen at my house.
Yeah.
Because like, I was like, I moved in, I'm like, this is the year.
Yeah.
And then COVID obviously struck.
Yeah.
Because I've had moments like that before in the past.
Yeah.
But it was always like hanging out with like my family, which I love my family. I was like hanging out with my family and some of their friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I need to have that in my life with my people.
Yeah. Do you know where I think I've run into that the most at, like, when we've gone and done a beer fest?
Oh, yeah.
And when like, like when we were, even though I nearly died at it, but that one where we ended up at the barbecue place and Dev's friends showed up and we had the other, it's like we just had this mix of people, but we were all having good conversation,
having a great time,
having some drinks, great food. We were just having a time. It was, like I said, it was just, you just, when you look back at that, a lot of times you miss it when you're in the moment. How it's this is it right here. This is what life is about,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I'm with you on that. It's like, it's nice when, and that's why I always loved beer fests, was because of how all the conversations we ended up with people that we've never met.
People.
Yeah, just random people.
I mean,
or even when like you and I've been out drinking, like we've been at bars and we just end up in conversations with just random ass people and had a great time.
Booze is so destructive.
Yeah.
That's one of the, I think, benefits of it is the
The social aspect.
The social greasing that it does.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's some people I know I've talked to at beer fests or at bars that if I had a cup of coffee in my hand, I'd be like, who is this fucking weirdo? You know?
Yeah. And I'm the same way because, like I've said, is like once I'm in a conversation, I'm great, but I'm not good at starting conversations. My anxiety and shyness that's where it shows up. That's where you're great because you'll talk to a lamppost, So as a result, what was that?
I was just dying.
You'll be all right.
Drink.
But how many times have we been out though, and it's like you and I talking, and then you'll just randomly start talking to somebody, and next thing you know, we're sitting by them and we're involved in a conversation with them. You know,
I mean, it has been known to happen.
Yeah, and once we're in, I'm in. I mean, unless I just point at somebody and like that asshole, and then that started a conversation. But that was a whole different.
About that. I was thinking about that last week because a restaurant opened up in the Black Cloisters area.
Oh yeah,
and I do want to check it out, but all I could think about was all the good times we had at the Cloister.
Yeah.
And that moment was one of them.
Yeah.
That asshole.
Yeah. Two of my favorite moments will always be that and when oh my God, I'm blanking on her name now. Wow.
Maria Chiquita Alonso.
No, a friend of ours that she was yelling at like prostitutes outside.
Oh, Holly.
Holly, thank you. I don't know why I blanked on her name. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she was just getting very loud about how there were prostitutes across the street. And I don't know that there were, but.
Yeah, I think they were just people trying to enjoy life.
Yeah, I think so. That and, of course, Michelle with the hot dogs.
Oh, you mean the inspiration for the bread and water book?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, those soggy buns.
Soggy buns. That should have been the name of that hot dog cart.
Oh, man. Actually, you're right. It would. Actually, it's probably a terrible idea. I don't think most people would want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they're dipped in. Now, if I went up to a hot dog cart and it was called soggy buns, but they told me the buns were dipped in like an au jus.
Oh, well, shit.
Or if they were doing, like
Chicago beef this
I
shit?
was just going to say, or if they're doing like hot beef and just dipping all that and calling it soggy buns, dude, I'm in. I'll bury my face in between some soggy buns for sure.
Damn right. Do questionable things for some soggy buns.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because goddamn, I
dude, Al's hot beef.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
I know.
And I'm sure, like, if there's people who actually live in Chicago, they're like, really? You guys like Al's hot beef?
Yeah, they're like, that's not even the best hot beef place in Chicago.
But for us out-of-towners...
There's nothing like that here.
That was like heaven.
Yeah. Like, as far as I know, there is nothing that does that here.
No.
That's why I was listening to Joey DeRosa on... he's on the new Chip Chipperson. Yeah. And he was talking a little more about
Joey Roses.
Yeah, how he's got his own sandwich shop up in New York, and he said that part of it was, he said he got sick of places not having sandwiches he liked, so he just, started a place that has sandwiches he liked, basically.
I mean,
dude, they were rattling off a couple of them sandwiches, and man, they sounded good.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, but they're all the way in New York. So.
Is there anything better?
Nice,
than a good sandwich?
That's a Verzi line.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the name of his podcast with Bill Burr. Is there anything better?
Oh.
Because he always says, Bill, is there anything better than...
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I've had some shit sandwiches in my life.
I think we all have.
And every day when I clock in at work, I know immediately I've got a shit sandwich waiting for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've had some amazing life-changing sandwiches, too.
Right. It's been really
crazy how a good sandwich, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is on this?
Yeah, exactly. Was this magic?
Yeah.
Like, what
crazy. How good is it?
What did you put in this? Yeah.
We're talking a lot of food.
I know. I was thinking that too. And I'm not even hungry yet. I mean, we keep going, I'm going to be, but Jesus. That was the problem with watching Fuck That's Delicious the other. I'm watching it in the middle of the damn night, which is a mistake.
That is a mistake.
We're just watching them.
You might as well watch it and go grocery shop.
Seriously, dude, it's just place after place. And I love on that show, like how like one episode they'll be eating at like the finest steakhouse somewhere, and the next thing you know, they're getting like hot dogs off a cart, basically. Like, and everything they get though, even if it's food I'm not big on, it always looks so good, you know. And and even the stuff I don't like, I'd probably be like, all right, let me get a taste, let me get a taste of that, because I just want to see if it is something I like, maybe the way they make it is a way I like, I
mean, honestly, watching that show, and they're just like, that gave me the inspiration that one day when we went to the VI. We drove by that taco truck, and I was like, dude, if it was warmer, we just grab some beers at Speedway and go get some tacos.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just hang out in the parking lot.
You didn't hear me object either. I was like, fuck yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, that's honestly from that show, because I watched them eat food on the hood of a car and drink beers. I was like, that's a brilliant idea. Why have I never thought of this?
Yeah. Well, because like there, it makes way more sense, because a lot of the restaurants are in really small places because it's New York. Rent is insane. And then when they get, or they're doing it just for some, so they have some space, because they're big dudes. You gotta have some room to hanker down on some stuff. Yeah, but I'm not against it. That's for sure. Especially now, we're seeing more and more food trucks and stuff pop up here.
Oh, it's great.
So, although in fairness, I'd like to see a little more diversity. Like, a lot of them are pretty similar. It's like Mexican or hamburgers. There's a lot of both of those, Yeah. And there's a few others. I know there's a pizza truck. There's a waffle truck that I know of. There's a noodle one that comes up here to Pavlov's.
Dude, that noodle
and
truck
stuff.
Is legit, by the way. I've had that before.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
And that's things like, I'm not against any of that. There's a barbecue truck that comes up here, of course, so there are other things, but it's like, I hate the fact that in this area, we tend to get a fairly, like, we're just going to get certain, like, you don't see Korean barbecue food trucks here.
Right.
And I'd love to try some of the stuff I've seen on on some of them, or, I don't know, whatever. Even like I said, with like the hot beef thing, like, oddly enough, you don't see like a cheesesteak truck around here.
No, you don't.
Like, how can you not have a cheesesteak truck or just a sandwich truck, man? Just making legit ass sandwiches.
Yeah, some nice deli sandwiches.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Anyway, we should probably quit talking food, because.
Well, I got to talk a little bit more food.
No, we're done.
Just briefly.
No, we're done.
All right.
All right, fine.
So, Logan turned 20, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
When your oldest is 2 decades old. Like,
yeah. or just you're old enough to have a 20-year-old son.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
But we decided a long time ago that we just, at some point in our lives, we were going to have a Skyrim dinner.
Yeah.
We're just talking about it. I think the kids, I think all four of us were just sitting around the table, maybe eating dinner, talking about it. And then Michelle and I decided we're doing this for his birthday.
Hmm.
And man, we had a lot of fun getting it together. We decorated the house. I went to work, honestly, and it was already decorated. And I came home and it was even more decorated. I don't know what she did while I was gone.
Magic.
It kind of felt like it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It looked great. I looked at
it was awesome.
I saw your pictures.
Check out,
great.
The Monotony on Instagram if you want to see the pictures of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, like I made a freaking Quest icon out of fucking perler beads. That took forever.
Yeah.
I actually bought a perler bead pen because my big dumb fingers don't do those real well.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right. It was terrific. And then we just made pot roast because it's easy. But I actually made a sweet roll too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
one of four came out.
Wow, 1 of 4, huh?
1 of 4. Because I bought like a mini bundt cake pan.
Yeah.
And one came out clean. The other 3 stuck.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like didn't come out like totally no bueno.
Like
okay.
They tasted fine, but they looked like shit.
Yeah, okay.
But I had like enough batter that I actually made a cake as well. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, it was great.
Yeah.
It had Skyrim music going, and then we made him like Leah came over earlier the week before with her sewing machine where she helped me. Well, not she helped me. I helped her because I pinned stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
But she made a bunch of burlap sacks.
Right.
So then we stacked stashed them throughout the house, and like the first one he found had a carrot in it.
Yeah.
It was great.
What would have been funny is if he didn't find all of them.
Yes.
There's just one out there somehow, and you're like, God, where did we put that? And I hope it didn't have an onion in it.
Yeah, oh God.
Like, well, at least if it did, we'll find it soon enough.
We'll find it soon enough.
Because that'll reek.
Yeah, it was cool. And then like, but when it was all said and done and over, he's gathering up stuff, and he's like, can I have that book? Because we made a Skyrim like book you'd find in the game. It was just one of those wooden stash books,
right.
And Michelle painted it all up so it looked like an actual book.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah.
I know. That's what I told her. She's like, "Yeah, it's all right." I'm like, "No, you did fucking great."
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Especially
because I pull the curtain back. I was at your house the night before this, or 2 nights before, and the book wasn't done yet. So yeah. So the fact that she did that in like no time. Also,
yeah, she did that before I was done making my perler bead thing.
Right.
So, but he's like, well, can I take that book? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, anything. This is all for you.
Yeah.
Like, do you want these potions we made? It's just water and food coloring and bottles I bought from. Oh yeah.
Right.
He's like, can I get that banner? Yes. It's just a piece of poster board with the dragon logo on it.
Right.
But
yeah.
He was very, I could tell he really liked it. He was like, send me those pictures, Dad. I got to brag to my friends.
Well, that's cool, I mean,
and I told him, you're never too old to have a themed birthday.
Right. And you got to take that as a huge win that as old men, we aren't seen as cool very often. So the fact that your 20-year-old was like, hey, that was cool,
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I still got it.
Exactly. I got this shit.
It's like, when you're an older pitcher, once in a while you can still reach 90, like, you can't do it on every pitch, but once in a while you can throw a heater,
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, honestly, it's dumb shit like that too. I've always wanted to do,
mm-hmm.
but it just never was in the cards before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it is.
Yeah.
It's like game on. But the thing I was thinking about when we were setting everything up was like, oh shit. I'm like, every birthday, we're going to have to, like, go off and do something nutty.
I mean, you don't have to, but yeah, you kind of have set the precedent now.
Set the precedent that weird things are going to happen on your birthday. But, I mean, at the same time, I enjoy it.
That's cool, though. Yeah, exactly. And it is only once a year, which means you have a full year to try to plan something else. Or at some point, it can just fade away if it doesn't seem like it's the thing anymore, whatever. But hell, even at our age, I mean, some themed birthdays would be cool,
Well, there you go. Fast forward to Monday morning at work. I'm like going over to the area to plant to grab some stuff. And then my buddy Ben's like, hey, Tony. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to let you know in like August, I'm going to need a Halo birthday thrown for me. I want the Master Chief there. And
like, well, you better get building a suit, dude.
Like, I don't tell you, bro.
Like, if you want Master Chief there, you got to be Master Chief because
it's all you.
He's the star of the game.
He is the star of the game.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wait till this guy doesn't realize that you're going to be Cortana.
Yeah, sexy Cortana.
Yeah, of course.
Naturally. We had a great time setting it up though. I know they just had Skyrim music playing the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Good times.
I was going to ask you about the food because I was curious because I assumed it was basically just a stew, but I didn't know if there was any sort of
I just made a pot roast because I wanted something I could start that morning and come home and just plate.
And it's perfect though because I mean really for the
meat and potatoes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then we had like cheese and crackers and salami and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Then we ended up, we bought Logan a board game and we played that. And
cool.
One of those everybody against the board game and weird board game wins.
Yeah. I think that's for the best though, right? Like I don't feel like if it's everybody against the game, it shouldn't be a game that you always can beat the board game.
Oh, dude. There's so many ways to lose this game.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I think that's how it should be. It should be heavily slanted toward the board game. That way, it's more of a challenge. Because if you could just win every time, it's like,
It's kind of like Cthulhu meets Clue, and then it's like set on Ultra Nightmare. It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
But the mechanics in it are pretty cool. It's called Final Hour.
Okay.
Because Logan's got a game called Eldritch Horror, which I put a picture up because he came over to play it. And we didn't even finish the game. We just took pictures of everything. because it got too late.
Right.
But when we were looking for an expansion actually for that game, because he told me, he's like, I think I have all the everything for 4, and they realized he's missing 2 expansions. I went looking for him for his birthday, and we found that game, which is by the same people. Right. But it's like a much quicker version, and you can play it within 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is the game we should get.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, and it is a really cool game.
It's different if you're playing on the weekend or something where you could have a breadth of time. You know, you could even leave it, well, and not with the animals, I guess, but I was going to say you could leave it all out, and I was like, oh, wait, Ember will be all over it.
Cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good birthday. He had a good time, and the kids and Jeannie over the weekend went down to Columbus and did birthday stuff for him. So I think he had a really good birthday weekend.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Especially given, the garbage in the world at the moment. It's nice to kind of put that aside for a little bit.
That was kind of the reason. I know that's the reason I went to Columbus. It's kind of the reason I kind of wanted to go big for him.
Yeah.
Was last year, his birthday's the end of March for Ohio.
Yeah.
Everything got shut down mid-March.
Right.
So like everything that he had planned for his birthday got canceled.
Right.
And it's like, that sucks.
It sucks, yeah.
I know people I still understand like adults that call off for their birthday. I'll never understand that.
Yeah, I never took my birthdays off. If they gave me my birthday off, it was one thing, but I never asked for it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, birthdays are, especially for your kids.
Yeah.
Something I want to make sure he knows that I, appreciate his life.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that you were a tax break for a long time.
Yeah, right.
Even though you cost me more than I got back.
Absolutely.
And don't
still do cost me.
I was gonna say don't think for a minute I haven't been totaling it up. No.
Yeah, I will be sending you an itemized bill.
Right. Like on Married with Children, they did that one time when Bud wanted to be treated like an adult. And he opens a pop, and Al just pulls out a barcode scanner and scans the pop.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, "I've been tracking all your expenses since you were born."
Classic Al Bundy.
Yeah. I was like, God, can you imagine if your parents did that? How much money? Oh God, it'd be disgusting.
So much money.
So disgusting.
I didn't want to think about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right. Well, that's good though. I'm glad you guys had a good time. So.
Yeah, it was. It was a real good time.
And of course, going back a couple of days from that, like I mentioned, we got to do a hang, which is something we haven't been able to kind of hang, which is a little different even than going to having a few pints at a bar or something. It's just a little more. I don't know. It's a little more relaxed when you're being at somebody's house or whatever. We're just kicking it. Yeah. Had some delicious tacos that you made, and just had a time. That was nice.
Kind of just sat in the diner and just bullshitted for hours.
Yeah, would have been.
It was nice.
Yeah, couldn't do it outside because of the weather, but
Yeah, it got cold quick outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad during the day, and then that shit just blew in, and it got real bad.
Yeah, because there was a rain system coming through that night, and boy, did it rain once right about the time you were bringing me home. Holy crap!
Yeah, it really came down.
Yeah, it was pouring. I don't know if it was all the way back when you were going home, but it was pouring here after you dropped me off.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. So, because a couple of times my mom and Jim were like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, it's just pouring rain. I'm like, it's a little windy, but it's
no
pouring.
Big deal, the apocalypse.
Yeah, we're used to it. It's all right. Kind of excited because, is it next week I can finally start trying to look into, getting a vaccine. So, because my doctor's office is doing them, so I'm hoping. When I was in there a couple weeks ago, they told me that they're basically about a month out. From where you schedule, it's usually about a month. So, and with more and more coming, they may, that may change. But again, they also could have more demand because, it's opening up. So.
Right.
But I'll certainly be.
I know. I was looking Monday, because Monday was the first day that Ohio was open up for people 40 and over.
Right.
And for my work schedule.
Yeah.
Because, I talk to my people at work, and I'm like, hey, everything's scheduled. Everything I can book is while I'm at work. Can I leave?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, some states it's mandatory for people to get vaccines, but it's not in Ohio, so there's nothing we can really do. It's like, really? It's like, I'll come back.
Like, it's in your best interest for me to get this, because I'll be less likely to get sick and or make others sick.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I know. So I'm it's up to me to try to, because I don't want to call off.
Yeah.
And I don't want to use one of my floating vacation days.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you go to work so early, you can't do it before work. They're all done usually by the time you get out of work.
Yep.
Like, even if you look at, like, Kroger and places like that, they don't seem to do evening appointments.
Like, the best day I have is Friday when I get out at, like, 1:30.
Yeah. But, man, that's going to be... You're going to have to be right on top of that probably to find a Friday appointment.
Yes.
Well, really, any appointment. Because I've been trying for a couple weeks now to get one for Jim. Right. And every time I go to, like, every time one's like, oh, yeah, this, like, Kroger will be like, oh, yeah, we have it. And then it'll be like, oh, we can't guarantee the second dose, so you can't do that date. And it's like, then why are you showing the first one?
I ran into that too. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like, if you don't have enough for 2 doses, don't have dates available. But I don't know. It's been a real, I'm trying to find one for my mom too. And it's just, yeah. It's not been easy. And it sucks because it's like, I've seen some states have like a fucking, like an app basically where you can go in, put your information in, and then they will like message you.
Right.
Kind of a thing. And then I'm like, why isn't that done in every state? Like, why isn't there just a pre-registration list? And then they just message you and say, hey, you have an appointment. Like,
that would make too much sense, Brian.
Well, and what sucks up here is you can through, like, I live in Monroe County, right?
Right.
The problem is Monroe County goes all the way from where I am, which is nearly Toledo, Ohio, and goes all the way up past, like, literally Monroe, right? Which is half an hour away. So in order, like, if we go through the health department, it's in Monroe. So it's like, I don't, my mom doesn't really want to go up there for her appointment. So that's making it really difficult. Because I looked on their site yesterday and I could get her scheduled right away through the health department.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And like same with Ohio, from what I had heard, some people were because they were doing mass vaccinations out at the rec center, and people were scheduling and like a week later getting their shot. Like I know a few people who did that.
That must be nice.
Yeah, but like when you look at the rec center thing now, it's like it'll only show if they have appointments, and I keep checking and they never have appointments. So it's it just sucks. Like I said, at least with my doctor's office, I figure I've got a good shot at it because they only can have so many patients, So at some point I'm on that list. You know what I mean? Like I'll get in.
That's still pretty annoying, though, eh?
Yeah, right. That's why I said I wish these places would just let you do a pre-registration and then call you and say, hey.
And then just let you know, like, hey, we got vaccines, we got an appointment, whatever.
Yeah. Just get a notice through your smartphone kind of a thing that says, hey, you're on the list. Basically, we have a spot held for you for this much time. If you don't confirm it, you go to the bottom of the list.
Right.
Something to that effect. And I don't know. I just, from all the stuff I've read and heard from so many people, and then you have people like Tate, who's posted on her Instagram a couple of times that, like, she's in Mississippi. There was like 2,000 unused appointments.
Well, I mean,
I know.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Well, I read someone else mention that, and this is, not to be all political about it, but their doctor told them to find the reddest county near them and go there to try to find a vaccine. And it worked.
I unfortunately believe that.
And it worked. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Right. So, I don't know.
It's like, you make me sad.
Yeah, it's like, I want to get this done, but it's like, also, it's like, I'm just going to be patient. It'll happen when it does. There's nothing you can do to really speed the process up. And unfortunately, the best time to schedule around here is in the morning, and nobody in this house is up in the morning. So, it's going to be even harder. So I don't know how I'm going to get appointments for them, but I keep trying. That's all I can do. You know,
Yeah,
sooner or later the demand will be less. You know,
right.
But whatever. Like I said, all I know is as soon as I can get mine, I'm getting it done. So.
Yeah, that's the move.
I'm just
I am the same way.
Done and out of the way.
As soon as I can get it done, I'm on it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of blown away when they're like, well, like what do you mean?
Yeah, I know. Well, especially when you're like, hey, can I go get it and come back to work? It's like literally I'll be gone for an hour. Like, can I use my lunch hour even, Cause
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because you could eat on the way back or whatever,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, whatever.
Or if worst case scenario, you make up a real good protein shake for your lunch that day. That way it'll go down quick, or easy. I mean, not quick.
Yeah. It's like,
try to drink 30 grams of protein in like 2 minutes. That's a bad idea.
I mean,
I've done it.
I mean, honestly, I usually have a protein shake right after lunch anyway. It just hangs out on my little desk I got.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I just sip on it until I go home, basically.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, you'd be able to get around that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, you fast anyway. I mean, you could make it through.
Yeah, it's like if I didn't have lunch, I'd be fine.
Right. Yeah, because as far as I know, like there's not like you don't have to like eat after having the vaccine or something like. It's not like giving blood where they're like, maybe you should stick around and have a little something to eat and drink before you leave.
Right.
Even though I always feel fine.
I mean, yeah, same.
I've seen people not though. The last time I went, there was a guy who he donated, and he was staggering a little bit walking over to the table because I got up and was kind of like, you need some help, man? And he's like, nah. He's like, I'm just a little dizzy. And
you just take his wallet.
Yeah. Well, a couple of the technicians, nurses, I don't know exactly what their title is there. They came over and kind of helped him over to the chairs.
I mean, that was nice of him,
yeah.
To be honest.
Well, like I said, he was he looked kind of drunk,
Right.
So,
yeah, fuck that guy. He probably was drunk.
Yeah. No, probably,
yeah.
Probably not. I got nothing. Be a terrible idea.
I got nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got any,
good Lord.
Any of them hot news stories or anything, or?
Yeah, I got a couple, actually, my guy.
All right.
So, well, I got two.
Okay.
I got one that apparently Dr. Shauna Swan has found these chemicals called phthalates. Phthalates?
All right.
Are basically what she's saying is human penises are shrinking because of pollution.
Yep. Way to go, pollution.
Clean up the earth, you little dick savages.
Yep. Well, and the numbers for people like, especially young peoples and stuff, having the relations have been on the decline for the last few years. So, you put these things together, this is no good.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, it is. We have way too many people on this planet, but it's still...
We certainly do. Fuck these people.
Yeah. But, there's definitely concern there,
Yeah. No, but yeah, apparently pollution is making people's dicks small, my guy.
Man, that's rough. How many...
That's rough, buddy.
How many guys are going to blame that for their dick size now?
Oh, God, yes.
Right? The girl's going to be like, that's it? And he's going to be like, yo, this pollution crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy, the pollution. It's insane.
Goodness.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got that one. I mean, that's something.
All right.
Then I got, Dateline. Let me find the city. Dateline, Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville mother is charged with child abuse. Not because she beat up her child, because she beat up a different child.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Wow. Thanks, pop-ups. Says, let's see here. What do we got here? Well, I hate websites where you're like trying to find the stuff you want and all these pop-ups happen. Edith Riddle, 34. Wow, she's 34. Oof. Arrived at the school wearing a boxing glove, telling school officials it was super glued to her wrist and she couldn't remove it. She proceeded to beat up another kid.
So she wore the glove just to beat up this kid then?
Yes.
So she must have thought that by wearing the glove, like was that in her head? I wonder, like, I'm going easier on them because I'm wearing a glove?
Maybe, apparently.
Because if so, that's kind of misunderstanding what boxing gloves do. They're more to protect your hands than they are to protect the skull of the other person.
Right.
You know, because if you just bare knuckle punch someone in the skull 120 times, your hand's going to be mangled by the end of that, essentially.
I mean, it doesn't really say, but I assume that the girl she beat up was, probably bullying her kid or something like that.
Yeah.
So she showed up to school and just basically started laying haymakers on this fucking kid.
Goodness.
The victim suffered abrasions to her knees and forearms. So she just dropped to the ground and
okay.
up.
I was like, knees and forearms? Yeah, that makes sense. She just dropped in fetal position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, this looks like a classic crazy Florida lady.
Yeah.
If I'm being real.
I mean, I can understand, sometimes there are scenarios where I'm sure there's, parents would love to just go beat the living hell out of some other kid for what they're doing to their kid or whatever. But it's like, you can't do that. Like, you don't.
No, you can't do that.
There is no real win there. You're going to serve some jail time probably. And maybe
Florida,
get sued.
That's like a rite of passage.
Well, that's true. It is Florida, so that's probably no big deal down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, dude.
Spring break! Yeah.
Exactly. 3 regular meals? Sick.
Yeah. She just has a couple of margaritas and then just goes and beats up a little kid, That's just what she does on a Thursday.
It's just a typical Thursday.
Jeez, here comes Marge
in the Riddle
again.
household.
Yep. Here comes this lady again.
Here comes old Edith. What an old lady name, too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate
Fucking
for her.
Edith.
Glued to my hand. Like, what? Like, well, maybe you should, instead of trying to go into the school, if your gloves glued to your hand, maybe they should have been like, maybe you should go to the hospital to help get that off of your hand.
Nah, she's fine.
Also, how did it get glued to your hand?
Because Florida, Brian.
I know.
I mean, it's on her left hand. I know you're a left-handed man.
Yeah, southpaw.
It's on her left hand.
Yeah.
So maybe she's not left-handed. She was a right hand or down hand and glue the glove to her wrist.
Could be.
Hence why she didn't throw any killing blows.
Right. That's what So she's like, okay, I'll use my offhand and wear a glove.
Yeah.
That way I don't.
This fight's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable.
This fight is officially fair.
Yeah.
An adult versus a child, but it's my offhand.
Right.
And I'm wearing a glove.
Yeah. Oh, well, the state athletic commission's like, we'll sanction that.
Yeah, well, it's Florida.
Yeah. Like, on one condition, and that's that an alligator is a special guest referee.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like pure Florida to me.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I might watch that event.
I think I would watch it, too.
It's an
White
adult.
trash mom beats up small child.
Yeah, it's like it's an adult.
Hand.
It's an adult versus a child. It's like, whoa, hold on. She's using her offhand, and she's wearing a glove. And that gator's going to call it right down the middle.
Although.
Because we know gators are fair.
Probably got meth strength.
Her or the gator?
Yes.
Oh, man, I wouldn't want to fight a gator with meth strength. I don't want to fight a gator to begin with, but one with meth strength is forget it.
It's right out.
I can't win that. There's no chance.
There's no winning.
I mean, maybe if I had meth strength, but even then, I'm pretty sure the gator still wins.
The gator's pretty strong already.
Yeah, and they have all them teeth and that big tail, so.
Exactly.
I don't really have any good weapons to use on it, so. My teeth aren't as good as it, and it's got that tough hide, too, so I can't even, I can't bite it and have it really do much unless I catch an eye or something.
I mean, if I remember right, if Waterboy taught me correctly, they're angry because they have all them teeth and no toothbrushes.
Wait, that's my secret weapon. I'll just pull out a toothbrush.
So he's happy.
And he'll be like, oh my God, I can finally brush all my teeth. Except it's got little arms. I don't think they could brush it. I'd have to get him one with a long handle.
Yeah, a reaching toothbrush.
A reaching toothbrush, yeah. That'd be funny. You take the company Reach and you just put an N on there. Reaching toothbrush.
N.
Yeah.
Reaching.
This is my reaching brush. Oh man. Be just like in Rudolph when Yukon Cornelius or not Yukon Cornelius, when, was it Hermie pulls the tooth out of the Bumble, because that's what's making the Bumble so angry.
That's true.
He just got a bad tooth.
Got a bad tooth.
Yep.
Thank God that elf took dentistry.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, that Bumble would have tore everybody in half.
Yeah, it just would have been a bloodbath up at the North Pole.
Yep. So,
like, why? How come Santa didn't come this year?
Yeah.
You know, fade to the Bumble covered in blood and gore.
Santa's trying to scoop its innards back in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What a mess.
Telling him he's on the naughty list. There's one defiant last act before he dies.
Yeah. The Bumble, hits him with the double birds and stomps a mud hole in him, walks it dry. Has a couple of Bumbleweisers.
Oh, yeah. Bumbleweisers. If you want to see me stomp some mud hole in Santa, give me a hell yeah. It's just the blowing wind of the Arctic.
Yep, that's good enough for him. He just goes like, he holds his hand over his mouth. Hell yeah! Like, have you seen that tweet where it's like from, it shows like it's from Godzilla, and it's like, 1 like and I'll destroy Tokyo, and then it shows like Godzilla like this, and then the response is like, okay. Like Godzilla liked his own tweet.
Fucking Godzilla.
Good shit. Good.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I guess let's do a Q the W, maybe?
Yeah.
Even though I don't think I have any responses.
We got some on Instagram.
Well, good, because I was about to be sad panda.
Yeah, none on Face page, though.
Yeah, that might have been my bad. So,
you know what? I forgot to talk about this. Instagram and Facebook, despite each other or whatever sick relationship they have.
Facebook owns Instagram. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. They don't play nice together.
No, oddly enough, they don't.
Their new setup is like, hey, you have a fan page that you operate. Cool. I'm like, yeah, it is cool. Now I'm going to post on my Instagram so I can cross post to my fan page. And it goes, nah, you got to put that on your regular page. But it gives me a button to change it. So I'm like, cool, I'll change that. And then it posts. But then when I'm on my regular Instagram, it's like, you want to put this on your fan page? And I go, no. And it goes, too bad. Unless you want to change it. God damn it. It's just stupid.
It is. It really is.
It worked so well before, and now it just works like trash.
Yep.
We're going to streamline this and fuck all you podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, buddies.
Yeah. Well, that's the way most of these social media sites and stuff work, right? Is like they come up with something and then they're like, oh, we're going to make this change. And everyone's like, nobody asked for this. Like, can you not?
But why would you do that?
Yeah. And then people will be like, can you give us the option to turn this off? Can we go back to the other way? And they'll go, no. This,
like, no,
trust us. This is what you want. And it's like, but it isn't. Like every time they fuck with the algorithm thing, people get fucked over their, on their feeds, like who can see their stuff and all this other stuff. Like for a long time, it was like who gets likes and comments, and now I don't know if it's true or not, but people seem to think it has to do with like, is your post being saved? Is it being shared via Reels, whatever? And it's like, yeah, how about you just measure all of it together?
Yeah.
Because some people
just leave it alone.
Because I don't share shit to my Reels very often. I'm not
the only
going
stuff
to.
I share is our stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That's not how I use the site. So the people I interact with the most, it's like I'm not really helping their engagements. Because there were times, especially with our friends and stuff, that are promoting something of theirs. I'd always throw a like on there or whatever on Facebook, just because it's like, well, I know liking and commenting used to help with the algorithm, so. I just try to help some people out, and it's like, well, now if it doesn't, then, it's, I don't know. It's like, I'm not going to change the way I use your site just so how you decided that people want to see it, even though no one wants to see it that way. It's like, it's just, I don't know. It's just annoying. I just feel like it's old man rant, but it kind of isn't at the same time. I know it's not what I'm used to, but it's also not, because it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I mean, it very much is.
But it isn't.
Yeah.
But it is.
But it's like, no, you don't understand. This isn't how a lot of us use your site. And just because you introduce a new feature and decide that's the thing you want to promote, it's like, okay, that's fine, but add that in. Don't make that the focal point, you know?
Yes.
It's like on Twitter with the fleets. It's like, I don't watch very many of them because honestly,
I don't even know what that is.
It's basically the same idea as Reels, but it's on Twitter.
It's everyone's going like, oh my God, TikTok's huge. We got to jump on this.
Yeah. So the problem for me with the fleets is that a lot of them are people just sharing their tweet there. It's similar to Instagram in how a lot of people will put up a new post, then they'll put it in their Reels, and then put new posts, so you'll click on it and go look at it. And it's like, I get it. It's a way of self-promotion, but I don't need to see your post twice. And that's what ends up happening. So that's why I don't...
It's a salty language account.
Right. So...
Because we do that.
As a result, I don't look at a lot of the fleets because of that. Like, I don't want to see your tweet. I already saw it in the timeline and didn't think it was funny. You know?
Oh, man, that was brutal.
It's not untrue, though. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just my overall annoyance with social media anyway, but I do hate how the way they keep adjusting their shit is so they make more money, but they're trying to make it to where it makes it harder for other people to capitalize on their platform also.
Right.
You know, it'd be like, to me, it's similar to like if Wizards of the Coast was constantly like, hey, we're going to keep changing the rules of Magic so we make a bunch of money, but you don't. Like, you know, like your cards are not that collectible anymore.
That sounds like American capitalism.
Yeah. I mean, it is, but really the way it works the best is if there's a secondary market, because the secondary market propels the primary market. Anyway. Not always, but...
two words for you, Brian. Trickle down.
Fuck trickle down. Piss on the poor.
I'm still waiting for my trickle.
Fuck that, dude. Yeah, it's piss on the poor is all that is. That's all it ever was.
Yeah. Yeah, especially it's cool if you're into that thing.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Anywho,
let's get to
so last week we asked you, what's an inanimate object that really shouldn't piss you off as much as it does? Mike Fallick, like the name, he says a salt shaker.
Oh, that's a good one. I can understand that. Not just a salt shaker. I can get behind a salt off too. Because, like, we have, like, the, you know, coarse, like, sea salt in a grinder. And the problem is when you get to a certain point, there's still plenty of salt in the thing, but it just seems like there's nothing coming out anymore. But if I I'll shake it up because I'm like, oh, maybe something stuck or whatever. And I've even taken it apart and kind of cleaned it out.
Yeah.
Put it back together. Nothing. If I refill it, then it'll start working again. So it reminds you of almost, you know, like on some when you have like pump hand soap or whatever, once you get to a certain level, like none of it will come out, even though there's plenty still in the bottom of the thing. So a lot of times you got to like turn it or try to
like reprime the pump. Basically.
Yeah, you know, and that's what it reminds me of. So yeah, it can be frustrating, but also just plain salt shakers can be annoying because they get all gummed up with stuff if you don't clean them out.
You pull the diner trick, you put rice in them.
Yeah. That way no one gets anything out. Oh, you mean in addition to the salt?
Yeah.
You just put rice and that's it in there.
You're like, I don't get it.
Why is nothing's coming out? I don't. It's full, clearly.
but I'll get it.
I don't get it. Yeah. All right. So what else you got there?
It's funny you bring up a salt cracker though.
Yeah.
Because former enthusiast guest Philip, he says a pepper cracker thing.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how I adjust, it's either big chunks or too finely ground. It's the worst.
See, I don't have that problem.
And me personally,
yeah,
I want big chunks of pepper. When I'm eating pepper, I want to know it's there.
Yeah, well, you just eat peppercorns all the time.
Dude, I just shove them in between my cheek and gums like chaw.
Delicious, yeah.
Right?
I've never paid attention to that. Like the grinder that I have, it seems to put them out in a pretty uniform fashion. So maybe maybe it's just a what grinder you have thing. I don't know. You know what it sounds like almost is it sounds like if you take the peppercorn and you were trying to just cut it with a knife and you're just giving it like, yeah, trying to cut it, and you'll shave off a little sliver one time. The next time you do it, you'll get like 3/4 of it. That's kind of what it reminds you of, is that maybe as the peppercorn hits the thing.
So what you're saying is he needs to up his peppercorn grinder game.
Maybe, I don't know.
He needs to get one of those ones like 4 feet long and mahogany.
One you have to stand on top of and use as a generator to start. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Mine, I actually have battery-powered ones. They're pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You just hit the button, it's like,
I mean, I'm not
LED lights like flying. It's just like, it looks like an alien spaceship beaming something up.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of jealous of that because, when you're trying to be liberal with the pepper, it's a workout.
I mean, truth be told, the main reason I bought them is because, like Michelle's arthritis sometimes with the hand grinding.
Oh, yeah.
Does not work out real well for her.
Sure.
So I'm like, whatever. I'll just spend like $20 on Amazon and buy this salt and pepper set.
You just got it because it had fancy lights and stuff.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
You didn't even look at anything else. Too. Yeah, you were just scrolling through and you're like, ooh, robot dicks that light up. Sold. Oh, they're pepper grinders.
Oh, shit, I can season with these?
Like, I just thought they were vibrators. All right.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a terrible use for a vibrator.
That would be.
Like, also dispenses pepper. You hit the wrong button. That's a bad time.
Oh, that's a bad, or maybe the best if you're into weird shit.
I just don't feel like that's good for vaginal health or probably anal health or oral health. Oral health probably be all right, but
sick punk band, Black Pepper Pussy.
Oh, I thought you meant oral health. Yeah. Black Pepper Pussy has to be a death metal band because I can only picture their name in that, like, every death metal band font.
Yeah, the Dexter Blood Spatter font.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. All right, so what else we got here?
So the Disco Daddy Down Under, he says, my wife's 15-inch rubber fist named Django.
Oh, my.
That's a big fist.
I can understand being angry at that. I mean,
you remember in Battletoads when you get that last hit in, their fist gets giant?
What that is. See, I was thinking the Apoca fist, but all right.
Yeah.
From Saints Row 3?
I think so.
Yes.
And I'm only assuming that the 15-inch is girth. I'm not assuming length.
Oh, yeah. No, it's probably pretty stubby, but it's just, tuna can,
stubby,
basically.
It's like, yeah, it looks like a sewer lid.
Oh, my God. Ugh. Getting it in would be one thing, but can you imagine, like, when you go to pull that thing out, that seems like a bad time.
It's like a vaginal gauge.
If that's where it's going, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say why he's angry at it.
That's true.
We don't know if it's because she uses it on him. He uses it.
I mean,
we don't know. He didn't say.
Maybe.
He did not specify. So
that's true.
I don't want to jump to any conclusions here.
And then Game That Song. They say an essential oil diffuser. I'm not sure why that brings out the anger. It's supposed to bring, like, relaxation.
Yeah. Well, clearly they're putting the wrong kind of Earls in there.
Apparently they're putting anger Earls in
there. I didn't know they have angry up Earls.
Yeah.
You picture you're at home, you're just nice and calm because you got your, like, lavender or whatever going, and somebody says something and you're supposed to be fired up, and you're like, hold on a second. You walk over, you switch out the Earls, and then it just starts shooting flames out of it instead of just a mist or whatever, and then you're just like,
playing death metal.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get my Cannibal Corpse blend.
Yeah, I had to get angried up first.
But that's all we got, Brian. I don't have any on Face page either. So this is the world we live in.
Yeah. Whoa. I don't have any.
Holy shit! I'm so let down by everybody.
No Cheeto.
If I had a soundboard that worked right now, I would go, "You make me sad."
Well, that could be your inanimate object this week that you're angry at.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Last week.
It is inanimate because it's dead.
Mm-hmm. Dead.
Dead, totally dead.
Everybody's dead. Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. I guess that's it for that one then. Kind of sad. I thought there'd be more.
Same.
Everyone's so angry at so many things. All right.
All the things.
So 1 through 15.
Let's go 15.
Stop reloading. Dang it. It just decided to reload out of nowhere, of course. Because why wouldn't it? Okay. Your username is how you die. How would you die? I feel like yours and mine are pretty straightforward.
I mean,
but I think other people.
What username are we talking about?
Well, I got this one from Reddit, so they used Reddit, but whatever username I guess you want to go with. I was thinking Twitter, but whatever. I mean, like I said, mine's pretty straightforward. Mine's Stunami, so mine would literally be like a storm of just delicious meat and broth and potatoes and carrots, and somehow it would kill me. So
yeah, that's fair.
It seems pretty accurate to how I'll probably die someday.
Huh. Well, I guess if I'm going Twitter, it's monotony, so it'd just be sheer boredom.
Yeah.
But if I'm going like gamertag, damn dirty ape, I get ripped apart by apes. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that would. I don't know. Well, is that cool? I don't feel like that would be a good way to go. I feel like that would suck.
It's cool briefly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look, these apes want to play with. Oh, God!
My face! He just bit off my ball. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. What are? I think that's pretty much my only real usernames. So.
Yeah, like I think my username on the systems is ninjutsu for the most part. So.
Death by Ninjas.
I guess, yeah.
Stewie ninjas?
Delicious. Yeah, they're just made out of various meats and carrots and potatoes and whatnot.
Meats and potatoes.
The deadliest of ninjas, ones that are delicious. I mean, I put a valiant effort in because I just start eating most of their bodies, which would be kind of weird for them probably. But eventually they'd probably overwhelm me because there'd be like 1,000 of them. And at some point, I'm going to get full.
Well, yeah.
Then what? There's not much I can do at that point unless I have like a giant microwave to ruin them.
I mean, like overcook them, ruin them?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Just dehydrate the hell out of them, whatever. I just don't feel like it's in my favor there. So
right.
Plus, the question says I die, so
True.
What are you going to do at that point? So, all right, there you go. Your username is how you die. How do you die?
How do you die? I'm sorry. Show me what you got. There you go, motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's program, and head on over to saltylanguage.com. Click on all the links over there. Check out the past episodes, the enthusiasts that we've done. You can see the link to our network.
Danger, motherfucker. Wash your back. Danger.
Man, it's like Mystical was here.
Is he still in jail?
He probably should be. Tangentbound Network, though. Please head over to tangentboundnetwork.com and check out the other shows on there. And if you're looking to launch a show, like a YouTube series or radio type program or whatever, hit them up for to be part of the network and to maybe get some help. And also, the most important thing while you're over there, tell Mark that Tony misses him
so much.
He wants to do duets with him.
I know, right? I would.
They want to do Island in the Stream.
I mean, that'd be fun.
Right, okay, so you and Mark are doing that song. Who's doing the Dolly Parton side?
Oh, well, it's Grigger, clearly.
No, it's you and Mark, though. It's just the two of you.
Oh, I thought you just meant who's doing... Okay, all right. My bad.
God, I don't want to hear Briggers like Dolly Parton.
I mean, I think Mark's going to be because I think I have a deeper voice.
All right, so you're taking Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Dude, the Gambler?
Good move. Now, if you do that, I need you to do Will Sasso's Kenny Rogers.
Fair enough.
What a mess that would be. All right. So let's see where if you want to reach out to us on the socials, hit us up on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami on Instagram and Twitters.
You can find me at Monotony on Twitter and The Monotony on Instagram. Salty Language can be found on all the social medias. We're on the TikToks, we're on the Facebooks, we're on the Instagram. Salty Language Pod on YouTube. It's all at saltylanguage.com, though. And make sure you check out the the blog section of our website, which I believe is called Things of the Week, for all our links.
Ah, nice.
With images, so you can see like shitty tattoos and stuff.
Sounds pretty sensual.
And human dicks are shrinking.
Wow. You know what you need is like the reverse animation of like the Hulk, yeah. Growing and everything. It's like going the other way.
That would be hilarious.
Shit, I forgot there was something I was gonna. Oh man, I totally blanked on what I was gonna say there. Oh, also, check out the Whiskey Project Part 3 that I just recently posted. It's a rip-roaring good time.
Rip-roaring indeed.
Yeah, if you want to hear me, Tony, and our pal Big Devery, trying some whiskeys, maybe getting a little tipsies, and just having a time. Good fun.
What's crazy is that was something we were supposed to do again, and it kind of fell through because I think we were all busy one time, and then the next time it was a whole situation.
Yeah, it seems like each time I couldn't one time, then you couldn't the next time, and I think that's where we are now. So
yeah, so we really do need
yes
to get on this.
Yeah, we do. You're right.
Yeah.
So all right.
Plus, I'm trying to get our pal Neil maybe involved.
Yeah. And if you listen and you enjoy it, let us know. That way we know that people are enjoying it.
Yes. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Indeedly.
So there you go. All right. Well, I guess until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And don't just have a beer. Have yourself some Bumbleweisers.
Fuck yeah. If you're going to tip them back, bro.
That's right. Well, give me a hell yeah.
Stupid Bumbleweisers.